Welcome to the 4th edition of DeccanRubyConf. This year, we're doing something which is slightly more audacious. We're trying some different stunts. We have over 200 plus people, but if you stand up, look back and see. Do you see 200 people? Do you see 200 people here? You know why? This is Pune. We live Pune Standard Time. So even though we're already running, I think, 15 minutes late, you know the crazy part is this is Pune, because we can start late, but we always finish on time. You know, there's this place called Santosh Bakery here. Anyone? Santosh Bakery? There you go. Vaishali, Santosh Bakery, some of the, good luck, where the person will come and stand in front of you and like, are you done with your food? Can you please get lost from here and get other people some place to sit? Or please don't comb your hair in public. It might fly in somebody else's food, right? So we're probably waiting for people to come back from Woman or Vaishali and grace this event here, where we have more than 57 different companies, which is 5 more than what we had last year. So pretty interesting statistics. What is more interesting about this is that we have more women attendees here. It brings up the quotient of the chapter. The next time somebody puts up some kind of slides like this in a conference, I'd be really happy if he didn't clap and the response was like, so, what's the big deal? You know why? Because it should not be a big deal that we actually have to put up this kind of a slide. Girls, do you agree? Here's some statistics. At technical conferences, there used to be a time when the women attendance was less than 3%. The stalwarts, people who've been in the conferences for over 10 years, do you remember this? You wouldn't see any women. Now, this figure goes up, and we want to keep going it up to a level where these kind of slides should never be put up. Now, we have almost 30% of people from outside Pune, which is a good sign, which also means 70% of the people understand Marathi. For the rest of the 30%, get the people around you to explain the joke. Who knows what this is? The actual Puneri name for this, please. What is this? Oh, did I forget to mention that there are some special gifts for people? Did I wear it right, by the way? Oh, thank God. There are special gifts for any kind of weird things, like people who get the name perfectly right. Let me give you a clue. I asked Cobra, यार त्या तिळक डोक्यावर काय घालतात? काय घातलं तिने डोक्यावर? The reply from Cobra is Kokanastha Brahman. Reply was Maz. So for those who did not understand the joke, please do ask. And they will tell you, they probably translate the joke as like, what are people from outside Pune called? And the response would be ignorant. So this is called a Puneri Pagdi. And we are going to have all our speakers get one of them, and hopefully you're able to parade it in Pune and take them back home so that you can showcase this to everyone. Now, such an event, for us to splurge on these things is not possible without our sponsors. Each of our sponsors has a stall outside. Now, Gojek, and you're like, I love that cap he's wearing there with Gojek cap. That's awesome. Do I get one? All right, there you go. And so can others. So there's a lot of swag there on the stall outside there. Gojek has been a very regular sponsor for a lot of Ruby conferences in India. This company is a giant, though they are like the big friendly giant, because they don't go talking about themselves and patting themselves on the back. But if you were to get a statistic, this company is the size of either Ola or Uber in India. And we'll get to know a lot about them later on. Go to their stall. They have a quiz. They have swag. They have a lot of other ideas up their sleeve. The other two sponsors are Josh and Big Binary. Josh has been one of the sponsors here for a long time for the conference here, as is Big Binary. There's a stall outside for Josh for Code Curiosity. Last year, we had put up the theme of saying, are you getting rewarded for open source? This year, we changed the theme, asking, are you rewarding open source? Because it's time that all of us woke up and said, it's time to help reward the open source community. Big Binary Stall there has a demonstration of Trinity, a new product application that they have, along with a lot of swag that they have. Amura, and has an excellent product called Sell.do. Any Amura people in the T-shirt, I see the entire gang there. You know what? It's a crime here in this conference to all sit together. Well, they have awesome T-shirts. If you haven't found one, go find them, and they'll get you amazing T-shirts. They're into digital marketing solution. Thank you, speakers. We're looking forward to all your talks. And I hope you all have already been briefed that all the talks are in Marathi. We also had flash talks. Unlike usual conferences, this time we actually had a CFP for even flash talks. So we changed from lightning talks to flash talks. We got an overwhelming response in, I think, 1 day. In 2 days, the CFP was full. So we now have graduated into selection for even lightning talks. Cool. There is, of course, as usual, a party. And a party cannot be a party if there is no beer. So it will be in this hall itself, so you don't have to look further. There is a code of conduct. Here we are very, very particular about it. The code of conduct in 2 words: be nice. Okay? If you want to read the entire code of conduct, meet me over a beer. I can give you a lot of gyan. We do have Wi-Fi here. A lot of people have been asking about Wi-Fi. Log into the Sheraton conference Wi-Fi and use this as your conference code. In case, I'm sure there are going to be Wi-Fi issues. In case there are Wi-Fi issues, please tweet us. And you'll probably get a reply from me saying, hey, if you can tweet us, why do you need Wi-Fi? Right? So there is a lot of surprise gifts which are going to be given as part of the conference, not as part of anyone sponsoring, for all the people who are taking a lot of initiatives. Like the first person to come and sit on the front row. I'm still waiting. And the first person to take their seat. All right. I shall get him the prize just because you took the initiative to come ahead and sit. Some of the backbenchers there, I remember telling you all, hey, come ahead, sit ahead. Regret it now. All right. So we have some of the surprise gifts also, like who doesn't have lunch at all? Well, anyway, I can go on ranting the whole day, but let's begin. Let me introduce, before I introduce our host, Shaunak, did you all notice there were bouncers outside? All right. Rest assured, there is no surprise gift for taking a selfie with a bouncer. All right. Those bouncers are not here because of we suspect foul activity here. It's only because the Sound Association of Pune has gone on strike, and they are trying to get into various places to disrupt events. They probably thought our event is too big to be disrupted. But the bouncers are there just in case, so don't worry about them. And if you want a selfie with them, go for it. Right?